Hey guys, it's me here again, back with another video. And today I am going to be reviewing the iPhone 6s in 2025. So this phone came out back in 2015, making this phone 10 years old now. And yeah, this phone came with its original box, but it didn't come with any accessories. So yeah, here's the technical information on the box. And yeah, but this is the box that came with the phone when it was first bought. And by the way, I bought the second hand off Carousell for 220 ringgit after negotiating with the seller. And here's the phone. As you can see, it looks in pretty good condition. And this phone does have a little crack on the screen, but it doesn't really affect the usage. As said in the description. And the seller also said that the battery was replaced at an authorized service center, which meant that this phone has 100% battery health. Anyway guys, without further ado, let's just turn this phone on right now. Oh, sorry, it's a low battery. I'd probably come back to it when it's charged, so yeah, I'll go and charge this thing up and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I had let the phone charge for a couple of minutes. And at the moment it's at 57%. Here is yeah, this is a 64 gig variant, as you can see right here. And yeah, it's A1688 and it runs on 15 by 8.4. Apparently we're getting 15 by 8.5, which means that this phone is still being supported, but I'll install that next time. I mean, I don't want to install it yet. But well, speaking of the iPhone 6s, this was the first iPhone to introduce 3D Touch, and it was actually a really cool feature that Apple actually replaced with haptic touch in the iPhone 11. And this is also the last iPhone to have the 3.5mm headphone jack, as the iPhone 7 and all subsequent models no longer have it. And this thing only has a single mono speaker, which is not really good. I'll probably test it out later, but anyway, at the side here we got our SIM card tray, power button, volume buttons, mute switch on the left, which is pretty standard with the iPhones. And then we have the home button, which also doubles up as the Touch ID sensor. The Touch ID was being used from the iPhone 5s up to the iPhone SE, 3rd generation. And I don't want to show anyone my password, so let me just type it in real quick. And yeah. Anyway, a lot of apps are still compatible with iOS 12, but 15, but definitely I wouldn't recommend using this, as you can't use apps like ChatGPT. So if I'm going to the App Store and trying to download an app like ChatGPT, it won't install. So yeah, because ChatGPT was never optimized for so if you try to install, it just says this application needs 17 or later. But you can just go to the web and you can just search go to chatgpt.com. And for example, I'm gonna type something here. I'm gonna give me a recipe for chocolate chip cookies. Yeah, so this is pretty, the experience on this phone is actually very slow due to the dual core CPU and 2 GB of RAM. So yeah, let's go ahead and so yeah, I mean, ChatGPT on the web works fine. One issue you do have is that Google doesn't actually give you AI overview on this phone. At least on my current phone, my on modern day iPhones, you get the AI overview, but yeah, you just don't get it on the older iPhones, that specifically the 6s and the 7. Now let's go and check out the camera. The camera on this thing is a I believe a 12 megapixel single camera at the back. So this is the camera, you can see. That's the 12 megapixel, I believe, camera. And here we have the 5 megapixel selfie camera. Not terrible, but oh, just show some people my password. But never mind. I mean, this isn't This isn't actually my main phone anyway. It's just for review. Yeah, because I put this thing on power saving. As you can see my face here. So the selfie camera is not terrible. I could take a picture of myself and see how it's like. And yeah. So yeah, so you can see the detail on the camera. It's not actually that bad, but definitely the iPhone 7 definitely wins in the in terms of the selfie camera. And unlike the iPhone 6, which was its predecessor, you can see the iPhone 6 only got up to iOS 12, whereas the 6S got up to iOS 15. So you can still use apps like WhatsApp, which is the app that we generally use in Asia. And it's not like on this is my iPhone on the iPhone 6. It just doesn't work on the iPhone 6. Well, I like to put dark mode, but the iOS 15 doesn't iOS 12 doesn't support dark mode. Yeah, it's a bit slow, but it does say WhatsApp no longer supports older versions of iOS. I do have a another 6S right here. That is on iOS 12, and it doesn't support WhatsApp either. So yeah, you can still use WhatsApp, especially if you're living in Asia. And yeah, anyway, let's go ahead and launch YouTube. Apparently YouTube stopped supporting iOS 15 pretty recently. And yeah, let's go ahead and search for the video that, Smurus usually test, Costa Rica, yep. Sorry guys, that's an ad. So let's turn down the volume, that's the ad, pretty annoying. Because I'm not signed in on this phone. Anyway, turn up the volume. So yeah, having just one speaker isn't actually the best audio quality. But YouTube playback's really smooth on this phone. And now we're gonna fire up our... I don't have YouTube music on this thing. I'm gonna play a royalty-free song. Just play Springing My Step, for example. Maximum volume. So yeah, the single speaker is not great, but I mean it's still acceptable. And yeah, you can still for example, we are going to Facebook, and you can basically just browse your reels and stuff in here. I'm not signed in, but I don't want to sign in on this phone because of privacy reasons. Then we have Reddit. Yeah, basically you can scroll through from Reddit normally on this phone. Just expect a very slow just expect a reduced experience. But I can't sign in right now, so yeah. So yeah, anyway, I'll also show you the video quality on this phone. So let's record a video real quick here. Okay, see? And yeah, so I'm gonna record and so let's show you. Okay, we've got the video, and now the quality of the video, you can see it's pretty it records at I think it can record at up to HD at 30 FPS, but it's pretty smooth. And yeah, I mean, still a pretty good camera for today, but it wouldn't really beat modern smartphone cameras. So another thing that you can do with this phone is add widgets. The thing is, you can't do that on the iPhone 6. So example, you want to add You want to add weather. Let's add weather here, and you can see, yeah, you can add a widget. Now the thing is, this Apple removed 3D touch in the iPhone 6s and between to the iPhone XS with the iOS 14 update, which is a shame because iOS 3D touch was actually pretty cool. If you want me to do a review of your of my other 6s, let me know in the comments. And also because that thing has iOS 12, which I can show you the 3D touch. But yeah, I mean, so basically that's about it for my review of the iPhone 6s. So should you buy this in 2025? Well, if you are not really a heavy phone user and just need to use WhatsApp and calls, messaging, social media, you name it, then you can get this phone, no problem. They're pretty dirt cheap on Carousell right now. If you're living in Malaysia and some other Asian countries like the Philippines, and but if you're a heavy phone user and you need to download lots of apps, I do not recommend this phone because it's slow and also it's no longer getting the latest app support. So yeah, I mean, if you want to run modern apps, get at least an iPhone XS or later. Or if you want to have this form factor, I recommend you get the SE2 or the SE3. But if you are looking for an iPhone with the headphone jack, then this would be your only option because Apple no longer has the headphone jack. So anyway guys, that's it for my review. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for all my other videos and have a good day.